part 2 of the 13011 Sports Blog. Now, I'm going to talk about Knicks at Hawks, but first, some highlights from NBA.com.
The last time Joe Johnson played the Knicks, he was held to just 7 points, but he would explode in this one with the great dish to Josh Smith in the second. Atlanta goes up by 12. Then in the third quarter, with a hand in his face, Johnson with 3 of his 34 points. Atlanta led by 24 at this point, but the Knicks would rally in the fourth. Raymond Felton, 21 points and 13 dimes. New York within 10. Then with less than 5 to play, Amari makes it a 5-point game. Stoudemire with 27 points. However, there was just too much Joe Johnson for the Knicks to handle as he puts Atlanta back up by 8. And then with less than a minute to go, things turned ugly. Watch the left side of your screen as Marvin Williams gives Sean Williams a shove. Punches start being thrown. A fight nearly ensues, and both players were ejected from the ball game as the Hawks hang on for the 111-102 win.
Now, the video doesn't mention that Sean Williams and Danilo Gallinari had 12 points each. Fields had 15 points. For the Hawks, Jay Smoove or Josh Smith had 24 points. Marvin Williams had 12 points. Crawford had 11 points off the bench. Former Knick Jamal Crawford still doing it big in Atlanta. Keys for this game for the Hawks. They had the shooter's roll. If you don't know what a shooter's roll is, it's when a person shoots, it bounces off the rim once, and then it just goes straight into the basket. That's what Joe Johnson was getting, and all the Hawks were getting. It was getting me frustrated, actually. And it seemed like the rims were not friendly to the Knicks at all, but they were friendly to the Hawks. Rebounding for the Hawks was a key. They had 46 rebounds compared to the Knicks' 34 rebounds. This is another thing that why the Knicks need a center. The Knicks need a center to get rebounding so they won't get dominated on the boards like this. For the Knicks, they shot too many threes. They only made 6. They took 22 and they only made 6. That's not good. And there was a lack of defense. The Hawks shot 51% from the field. That's over half of the shots they took. And they shot 37% from 3. They weren't extending the defense in around the perimeter. Their interior defense was stagnant because Joe Johnson kept getting into the paint. It shows because Joe Johnson had 34 points. And this was just a disappointing loss. Even though the Knicks tried to give it a comeback, like in the fourth quarter, it's like Jay Smoove and Joe Johnson just went off and they turned it on, and the Knicks couldn't get it done, unfortunately. So hopefully, I'd like to see a better effort from tonight in about 2 hours, since it's 5:23 right now. In about 2 hours when they face the Pistons. And hopefully they get it done against the Pistons, because if they lose to the Pistons, it's going to be disappointing. It's going to be like that Kings loss that they suffered. This is the BX Bowler 13011 Sports Blog Part 2. Signing out.